Okay, so for the rocks, the ones there in between my fingers, that's the lead. The one that's in the palm of my hand, that's the zinc. Yeah, what they mine here in the Joplin area. So, yeah, they've got a couple little samples that we can sit here and take. So, you know me. I love a free rock. So I'm gonna go pick up a couple more. I just needed to make sure that I could identify later. The three there, the smaller ones, those are lead. The ones here in the center are zinc. All right, talk to you in a few. Afternoon. This is Nita from Timepiece Garden, and one of my hobbies that I like to do when I'm just out and about is actually rock hounding. Yeah, these are my treasures. So some of them are as simple as this is a hole stone. It's got a hole naturally occurring. Some people consider them lucky. Some people say you can see fairies through them. I have several. I always find them lucky when I find them, so I keep them. And then from there, both of these here are raw hematite. The actual hematite mineral naturally formed. That's what all the black is. It's hematite. These are just some jaspers. This one reminds me of picture jasper, which is something that you can usually only find in Idaho. So I've got a piece of it here. It's kind of cool. The center row here, these are all fossils or fossil imprints. Focus. You can see some of the shell imprints. Some of them are more obvious than others. This one is actually a piece of fossilized coral, and it's got the little, I'm not sure, the little brachia thingies that are in the holes in the corals. All fossilized. And then the next three stacks here were actually what the trip was about. We had gone up to Joplin, which, like back in the 1920s, was the lead capital of the world. It produced over 50% of the lead produced in the entire world. And so that's what this is. That's what pretty much what this whole stack here is naturally occurring lead, and it's got the cube. The cube shape is how it grows. It's really heavy. I learned something while I was there, which was interesting, that when it's like this in its raw form, it's actually not poisonous. It's once it's been melted down or smelted that the impurities happen, and it creates the white powder, all the crap that gets into lead paint, etc. But like this, it's not poisonous at all, which was kind of cool. And then next to lead was I'm going to call it zinc. There's another name for it. I'll have it typed in the actual video that talks about where we're going testing. They call it false lead because it grows in that same square habitat that the lead grows. But you can kind of look. You can see the color. It's much darker. It's also really, really light. And it's zinc. Is what you can get off of this is zinc. So some of them still need to be cleaned with like some CRL to get the red iron stain color off of it. Except for this one, and I don't know if it'll catch it. This is tiny zinc crystals, and they are naturally red. They called it Ruby Jack. While cute, had no value when they were mining the lead. It was like 20 years after they were mining lead that they realized that they could make a profit with the zinc. So then they went back through their tailings and did stuff. So this is a zinc crystal on the bottom, but it's got calcite crystals across the top. And the three of them tend to go together, and that's what these are. These are all calcite crystals, and they tend to grow together when they, this is all calcite. Again, it's all got to be clean. Got to get the iron stuff off of it. But yeah, that was the first phase of the trip. Was the rock hounding, and those are my treasures. And I think the lead's kind of cool. I got all these little squares. Great showpieces. Little samples. Um, you can see the square habitat, how it grows. Again, I still need to get them cleaned. It's kind of fun though. Kind of cool. Great for show and tell. What'd you do? I went and found rocks today. Yeah. I will do the second half of the trip tomorrow. We'll talk about what we did after we got done rock hounding. All right. Y'all have a great day, and I will talk at you later.